steamer and guys are jogging.
Okay, so which way do we jog?
We're going to go the other way.
Which way is she going?
The second and final day of shooting for the MTM production crew. Like yesterday, the sky is overcast and rain is threatening, but at least the crowds are gone, so no one's complaining.
Look how great. That looks so terrific.
For this scene, Jim Brooks and Dave Davis will play the roles of lakeside joggers, as soon as they decide on the proper way to wear a Viking football jersey.
Well, the 49ers, being a West Coast team, have to tuck it out because they're not big guys, but Vikings are big guys, and they tuck it in.
No, not after the half. Yeah, but don't get blind.
Welcome to Minneapolis.
And St. Paul.
Scene 25 calls for Mary Richards, girl TV reporter, at the scene of a late-breaking news event. A Hennepin County deputy who's been escorting the crew around town during their stay will pretend he's being interviewed. And our own More on Sunday camera crew is commandeered to pose as a camera crew from WJM, Mary's fictional TV station.
Action, talk time.
All right, the lake is one of the prettiest lakes we have here in the Twin Cities. It's used extensively for canoeing and for fishing, especially in the evening hours. You see quite a few people out here, especially the young kids. And usually one of the areas they canoe in is over toward the other end of the lake, toward Lake Calhoun.
Okay, Mary, go.
And then right in this area here is where we do, the kids usually do most of the fishing, right over in this corner over here.
All right, now he goes.
And we, it's not used too much for swimming. It's kind of a muddy little lake, and it's not too deep. During the summer, we have the aquatennial here. Yes, and there's a bird up there in that tree. Beautiful big bird.
And now
yes.
the vulture.
Yes.
Now the camera goes back and catches Mary. She misses it. And now she reveals it. Okay. Good.
Okay, what else do we talk about here? Is that it? Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Good.
Lunch, 1 hour and a half.
Following that 1 hour and a half lunch, it's time to feed the ducks in Loring Park. Scenes 26 and 27.
Oh, fingers. They don't hurt, though. They don't. They just sort of close on you. You can feel your finger being sucked down into its stomach. Oh.
How many ducks do you suppose there are there? 25? There's 3 coveys of ducks there. How do you know that? I know ducks.
Ducks isn't all that Jim Brooks knows. He also knows that in the uncertain world of television producing, the kind of success he's had doesn't happen every day.
It was very special. I hope in some ways I match it, but it could be that you know, that we never had this special situation again. It was we had a star who was powerful enough so that we didn't have to make a pilot, which allowed us to take months in casting. We had somebody like Grant Tinker who gave us autonomy that no writer has ever had. It worked. Everything came together and it worked, and it really is a team sport. Boy, is it a team sport, and you need everything. And for some fortunate reason, everything came together for this show.
Huh? Those ducks are really something. They eat more than Rhoda.
Okay, Lynn, we're split.
I'm through wrangling the ducks.
Yeah, very good.
Okay, that's a wrap here. We're going to the helm, right?
That's right. Hooked it to the bus to get that book.
That's hilarious.
I do everything.
I know you do. Right? It's sort of a surprise.
Next on the schedule is Mary's TV house, the one that appeared in the program's opening for 3 years. But problems have come up. The owner complains that newspapers have printed her address, that she's been bothered by cranks, tourists, and burglars, that she didn't know what she was signing 3.5 years ago, that now she wants money if they want to film her home again. The producers say they don't normally pay anyone for pictures of a building, but in this case they'll consider it. In fact, just a few hours ago, when they last talked with the owner and her lawyer, they felt they were getting closer to an agreement. But when they drive by the house a few minutes later, it's suddenly obvious that the owner has no intention of reaching any agreement.
I thought of the Impeach Nixon banners, which I made in about 5 minutes, as a way of making the house what would be offensive to plastic people like those who are selling stories and selling products, but on the other hand would perhaps convey a message which is of considerable significance to Americans and to people in Minnesota at this time.
Tomorrow morning, Ms. Giese, along with her house, will appear on the front page of the local newspaper, and the wire services will carry to practically every newspaper and broadcasting station in the country the story of what she did. Strange tactic, it would seem, for a lady who was complaining about all the publicity she was getting. And so the Mary Tyler Moore crew carries on. They're somewhat disappointed over what happened and still not sure what it was really all about. But their timing is almost perfect when they reach the school crossing. And later, in Dinkytown, when they film Valerie and Mary from a moving car, hardly anyone even notices they're there. It isn't long before they're back to their old spirits again.